Hey everybody, Rodham here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi Breath of Hive. If you need a recap of the rules or goals, here they are. And let's get rolling. So, a recap of last episode. I got a little bit in over my head, and regular caravan guard, who are a little bit better armored than the slavers, all sort of attacked me, and I happily responded in force. And as the net result, got a lot of people sort of knocked unconscious and wounded. So they're resting right now. Also, I do know that I have 2 Oboros, and I'll fix that shortly. What else was there to announce here? So we are, of course, at Slave Farm, but they still have a bar. The idea here is to maybe try to ferry people into town and get them some proper medical attention in a bed. The issue is, that's kind of a slaver village, so maybe I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hold off. Another thing I wanted to mention is a big thank you to Brett. Brett made a mod that makes the robotics and prosthetics in the game look a bit more hiver. And I've installed it. Oh, that's a very strange way to carry cookie, isn't it? Well, whatever. Teach your own. So, yes, I don't have any of those prosthetics and robotics yet, but when I do, you'll be the first to know because you'll see it. Alright, I think with Silvershade, I'm going to have him put Cookie down and do some reconnaissance. See if there is a large slaver contingent still left in this town or not. It's possible that they moved on, but it's also entirely oh, nope. As you can see, I'm indeed being chased by quite a lot of guards. Yeah, it's good that I didn't waltz in there with a person on my shoulders. That would have been pretty hard to outrun. Alright, so here we are. I guess we're not going anywhere. So another thing I could do is, I have, I think, sufficiently stripped most of them. But of course, some of them still have some gear left, so, you know, I could definitely take that. Oh, out of trading range, you're like 10 feet away. Sometimes it's fussy, sometimes it's not. What else? So these bolts really ought to go to Silvershade, so Silvershade, let's set those up. Silvershade has nice, cool goggles now, too. As you can see, they might not fit exactly, but good enough. Hella, let's give you the other mask. And then this will go to Red Rain. Red Rain has a lot of storage space, so... Actually, what I'm going to do is trade Thorns. Let's go take a bunch of Thorns' stuff. I'm going to make sure I'm using the best Ranger. Yes, I am indeed using the best Ranger. And then I'm going to trade this to Red Rain just so that we can store more stuff on Thorns. Walk around and clean up the loot. Okay, that's about the limit of his capacity, so back to Thorns. Oh, also well, it doesn't hurt that Silvershade has a Merc Club, to be honest. That's totally fine. Just in case they close in on him and he needs to whack-a-mole. Oh, that's weird. So this, yeah, okay, there's an Iron Club in that backpack, and that's why I couldn't grab it. Alright, let's continue the looting. This guy still has weapons, so likely, yes, still gear. 1, 2, 3. And we'll poke around, see if there's anyone else with loot. I basically don't want to leave them with weapons. I think I've finished everyone off anyway, though. Just about. If I haven't, I'll find them. Oh, yep, here's one. Caravan Guard. That was the caravan guard that was really persistent and wouldn't leave me alone. And, did I kill him? Yeah, he's dead. He's very dead. There are some side effects of the mod that I have to execute, which is a lot of the times when you're enslaved, they will take your entire inventory. So for me, I don't have an execute item that kills me off, but for pretty much everyone else that would be enslaved, they will just be executed instead. So I might disable, as a result, the mod that I had. I haven't decided yet. Oi there, townies. You know, I don't much like being called a townie, but it's better than no hive or whatever they said last episode. I'm trying to keep this family friendly, so I'm not even going to repeat what they said. Alright. Pack bulls, pack beasts, pack bull, wild bull. I will absolutely end up adding bulls and goats, but I've stated before, and I'm going to state again, that I really would like to wait until oh my god, the amount of storage I need. I would like to wait until I have the main island. I'd like to restrict it just to dogs until I have like the proper farm amount of area. Alright, everyone else can go back to their jobs. The cannibal threat is over. Oboro, operating machine. Let's just have you mine. And then green, you are going to hold at the gate. So that if anyone's incoming, I don't even need message that they're incoming. He'll flash red by shooting them. Also seems like half my bridge blew up. I'm not sure. Well, you know what that was? So I did an import. The bugs I was getting with the slave mod, I ended up doing an import, and I guess what ended up happening was everything that was outside of the sphere of influence of my town got removed. Or roughly. As you can see, this dome is the sphere of influence of my town. I did Shift F12 for that. And it seems like that's why my bridge got destroyed, and I don't really want to fix that on camera because it's not compelling to have you all watch. So I can fix that off camera, on my own time. Another thing I could do here is Silvershade. You could, hypothetically, maybe not Silvershade, actually. Hella, you could run into Hang and, with Thorns, have Thorns sell off some of this stuff. Red Rain, are you conscious? Yeah, Red Rain's conscious too, so let's pick up Red Rain. Let's go on a little bit of a sell run, and then see if we can't purchase some more camp bags. I guess I should have expected that I would need as many as you know, as I have, but obviously that was not the case. Alright, so let's heal someone else up. I think healing our doctors a wise choice. And pretty much everyone else does not have trade goods that needs to go sell or anything. So that's totally fine. And that will free up some money. A few people mentioned that I need to build up some money for the recruit caravan that is heading my way. It is, let's see, factions. Upcoming events, Adventurers Guild. I don't know their ETA. But, yeah, once they get here, I'm obviously going to need some money to recruit. Oh, they just arrived. Alright. That was much faster than I expected, but hopefully if I wait a little bit and sell and hang, they won't leave and dissipate. Who are you guys? You are outlaw swordsmen, so steering clear of you. Now I do find it a little a little distasteful to have to do business with the enemy, but they have the vast bulk of the people of hivers to recruit, these UC cities, so until I bulk up my numbers, I really don't see that I have much of a choice. Alright, let's trade. Oh, yeah. I can't fence this stuff to that. Well, I can fence that. Any of the stuff that was purchased from the Caravan Guard, obviously they have a tight affiliation with the, I guess I could sell my animal skins. Caravan Guard are allied. What I could do, perhaps, is there's Shinobi Thieves. I'm going to get a huge price gouge on this, but it's better than nothing, given that I hastily need the money. So, these guys don't care what I sell to them. I'm looking for the one that has a backpack on. There you are. Alright. Let's trade. It's funny when you ask them what they buy, they're like, we buy everything. And they really do. They really don't care. They just don't give you top dollar for it, but I don't need top dollar. Alright, so Queen. We have guests. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there we are. They've probably been saying excuse me for a while now. Okay, so here are the recruits. We got 3 drones and a soldier. At this rate, I think the only people that I really need is a soldier. So here it is. We have a new soldier, right? Alright, so taking a look at my queue, I would say, Singeli, you are now a new soldier of the Hive. Let's check out your stats. You weren't special. That's okay. Everyone has a rough start. So if I want one more hiver, they're all drones. I'm curious actually what they're charging for a drone. Queen, let's check. They're going to stand around a little bit, so yeah, I didn't have the money for the drone. When I ask for them to come back, I will definitely have more money, but that works. Oh, really? Really, my friend? That is what you do first? Sit on the throne? That is a incorrect assumption about what you should do as a new member to this hive. That's okay. Queen doesn't get easily offended. Let's see. Let's give you the meat hook, because that's a weapon that is not going to break your arms trying to hold. Unfortunately, the people that just showed up, I wasn't going to be able to sell anything to them. They weren't traders in that way. And then, if I put these pants on, you are perfectly encumbered. So we'll just wear the pants for now. He wears the pants in the relationship. So now we have 2 gate guards. And 1 with some cannibal pants. Alright. Checking back on the swarm here. Now some people have mentioned that they number, quite obviously they number past past 10. So one of the solutions that I could do is to split this group up and have them be in 2 different groups. Now, the issue with that, of course, is Kenshi is a bit of a hardware hog, and it does require pretty good hardware, especially when you're splitting groups up like this. So I need to be careful not to crash or whatnot. So at this rate, I would say I don't much care in what condition these guys are in, just as long as they can walk. So Thor is going to give his bed up, and Frenchie's going to give his bed up. Obora actually has to make his way back to Hang to talk to the thief plastic surgeon as well. That's something I'm going to need to do. And you know what? All you could probably stop sneaking and stop holding. Alright, now that Frenchie's up and at him, he can run around and splint people. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stand around and wait until everyone is able to move at full speed. Alright, Resnick, I still want you resting, because your legs are still noodles. I have been getting a little extra rest to Ron and Beep, just in case I get into combat. I need them to be able to throw down and defend. Looks like I'm also probably... Yeah, let's turn around. Hella, you are going to go back into Hang. We need more food, don't we? We already ate all of it. And Talon is getting hungry. So not all these people have been finished off. Most of them. Oh, who are you? Alright. You're gonna enslave this guy? Let's see if it actually works that they just kill them immediately. Obviously, if they make any... Oh, here we go. We have some starving vagrants that, Oh, here's the caravan boss. Silver Shade, let's pick up Skith. Frenchie, pick up, Talon. No one's getting enslaved today. Now, to not violate the 10-person rule, I, of course, can just keep 5 of these guys in the bed, on ice, so to speak. Silver Shade. Whoa, who hit? Oh, that must have been Ron. Just crushed that guy's head for 107. Red Rain and Thorns. Oh, Thorns just 108. Yep. Don't mess with my my puppies. As you can see, Starving Vagrants, I don't even have, I would say, particularly good gear yet. And Starving Vagrants really, oh dear, no. You're not taking Cookie. Excuse me. So they took some of Cookie's gear, but you took Cookie's sword. That's okay, because there's plenty of weapons now laying on the ground. So Cookie already has a weapon. Crab's on his feet. Alright, you know what? I'm not okay with this guy slaving around me. So, yeah. What is an early grave for you? Yep, bye-bye. 2 hits. Goodbye. You're dead. And I'll take my, I'll take Cookie's weapon back. Thanks. Oh, you idiot. Alright, Cookie gets weapon back. I don't feel bad about that little transaction at all. Alright, Beep, you want to be on your feet? Sorry, Starving Vagrants. You probably don't deserve being finished off, but I can't have you sitting around my people armed and unconscious, because I know what you're going to do. I would do it too if I was in your position, which I'm not. Which is to get up, heal yourself, sneak around, and then try to murder me again. Just remember, you picked this fight. I did not. You wanted it like this. Had you walked by, I would have given you a pass, but nope. You decided fight to the death. Alright. Too far. There's a good amount of stuff that I keep plucking off of these morons that keep getting in fights with me. Oh, are you? Oh, that one's pretending to be dead, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Hey, Starving Vagrant. Apparently I can't attack you for some reason. That's very strange. But they don't pose any threat to me, so I'm going to not worry about it. Alright, let's do a quick health check. People's legs. So Ron needs to... Well, first, Ron needs to give his big old bludgeoned up so that he can run at normal speeds. And his legs do not carry him the speed that I need them to. Somehow Cookie says she can run at 26 miles an hour. Oh, she's in a coma. Okay. So yeah, the people that are resting need to be resting. Abora, you can rest. Now, one of the issues is getting in a fight when you have really, really low limb health is you can very easily lose that limb. And then when you lose the limb, generally speaking, you go unconscious for a long time. Not always, but that's generally what happens. Oh, what is going on? Who are you stealing? Oh, you're still carrying around the boss. You know what? Just because you slavers piss me off. Silver Shade is going to use you for target practice. Oh, we're shooting each other. Oh, I got shot in the head. Well, I win. Still, Silver Shade, worse for wear, but I did make it a fair fight. It was a gentleman's duel. And, I won. Oh. Well, it was profitable. Murder is profitable, guys. Did you know? Alright, so I got the boss down. And then I got this dude who has bolts for me. And I am running out of room. Murder's so profitable, it fills the bags. My cup runneth over. Alright, there we go. Oh, what is this? Just a bounty hunter bone dog. And he is eating a corpse. Or is that eating? Okay, yes, it is eating. Okay, I was a little worried that it was something else, and then the legs got bitten off. Oh, and the whole body is gone. And he's just gonna do this to a new one? You know, I'm okay with this. This is a really good method of removing, you know, corpses from the area that I don't want to have to deal with. So back here, right, I have this, Green has the armor from the cannibal that I'm going to want to eventually sell. And a hook as well, I forgot about that. Let's lighten your load there. Alright, Sangeli, who has a trader wooden backpack? Meat Pants does. Alright, Meat Pants. I'm going to need you to empty out the electrical components. And we're going to make a caravan run sooner or later once the main group gets home, and we'll be able to sell off a whole lot of stuff. The other worry is, of course, food. So, Angel, cactus is what you're waiting on here. We have a lot of green fruit, so I'm going to switch this over from dust witches to food cubes. And that should get her working again. Yep, that indeed is the case. Jay, let's see. Stand guard, just because there's not much else for you to do. As long as it's being fueled. Actually, you're supposed to be hauling to Grog, but I'm guessing the Grog's full? Nope, Grog's not full. Rum is full? Nope. Alright, let's forget that. We don't really have an excess of the stuff we need for Grog and rum. So, we've made some of it for trade, but I don't want to make much more. Oh, what the... There's a babbler in the water? Nice. As you can see, the toothpicks here get... Oh, wow. We've been shooting him where the sun don't shine. It's very tough to pierce strong armor with crossbows in general, and then the little toothpick crossbows are particularly bad. Which is actually exactly what I want, because once I arm up my own squad, I can train a lot of people on crossbows and have them constantly pelt my own allies with crossbows, and it won't matter, because it won't do a lot of damage. Oh, he's swimming back to us? Because, of course, this Lost Babbler is no joke of an opponent. It would take a considerable amount of our forces to put him down. So if I can whittle him down from a safe distance, that'd be great. Of course, I haven't done very much yet. Alright, checking in on these guys. Now at this rate, Hella, you should be in hang, and you are. What a useful princess. My favorite customer. Alright, cool. You have weird idea of what a favorite is. Cooked fish is real cheap. Dried fish is real cheap, so we'll buy all that stuff. And run this back to our group. Maybe even check out a... well, let's check out the slave trade. And then maybe another bar. So where is... This is Hang, right? So the slave market's over here. Well, looks like there's only Greenlander and maybe a Scorchlander on the roof, but... No, they got no hiver. I mean, I'll talk to them anyway, but they got no hiver. Yeah. Unsurprising. I do like how it is set up that who you got in the, who you have in the cages is who you have to sell. Now, I'm sorry I'm not attributing whoever told me this, but they also said, I've been told I should check in the bakeries, because sometimes there's people to recruit in there. Is there a bakery here? There might not be one in this town, though. Alright, so the bar I went to was the other one, so I'll head into this one. Of course, there is also the possibility that there's a traditional person to recruit, not that I really have the money to. Well, let's do business. They have a lot of dried meat and cooked fish. I guess the cooked... I can't afford anything else. Well, that's a lot of food. That will get us home. That will also encumber Hella a lot. So Thorns, you're going to go follow Hella. And then Oboro, you can run at 20 miles an hour. You are going to... Actually, Hella, wait here. And Oboro, you're going to run and change your name. Hella's waiting here so that I can sell Thorns' inventory. That should free up a bed, and it has. Frenchie put Talon in. Talon the Noodle Arms. Still unconscious. A lot of these guys are still fairly unconscious. And Oboro's gonna get a new name. I'm just keeping watch because Oboro's not exactly the fastest or healthiest, but as long as I keep an eye on him, he should be okay. Alright, so Thorns is here with Hella. Let's poke into the robotics workshop. Oh, it's a skeleton working there. That's how you know it's, you know, legit. So let's see. Thorns, you are going to sell... Oh, wow, this robotics doctor does not care that this stuff was owned by slavers. I should have sold here, I suppose, but oh well. What's been done cannot be undone. Then, Hella, you're going to trade with Thorns. Making sure that she's not super, super unbelievably encumbered. Because I need her to be able to run, like, reasonably fast. Wow, like, even with no food, she's just fine. And then, yeah, let's go back and feed people. Now, if you're a patron of mine, at this point, I don't have anyone in queue for Oboro. I do have a queue for certain animals and soldiers, but I don't have a queue for drones. So if you want to be a drone, now's the time to speak up, patrons. And then if not, I will name them whatever I want. I'm not, so don't say, please name them after me, unless you're a patron. Because then that means that patronage doesn't mean anything. Okay, so we're going to try to get Ferris to cook a bit. How's everyone else doing? Oboro should be just about at the... Yep. Alright, now we need to find the plastic surgeon. There he is. Alright. Catter is his name, and now he's going to be running home. That's a temporary name, so don't get used to it. Alright. Seems to me like there's space for someone in the bed. So, Silvershade, how about you? I've been relying pretty heavily on Silvershade's ability to get us out of tough situations, so helps to have him be healed, right? Alright, now the Thorn's here, people are digging into his backpack for food, for nutrients, which is good. I definitely need my strength. Resnick's almost full. Cookie's leg is still pretty rotten, but somehow she can run at full speed with it. We're almost out of the now malnourished amount for Talon. I think everyone is now conscious at least, which is great. And that dog is just topping off. Must be a Wolverine. If you get that reference. If you don't, I can tell it to you. Wolverines in the wild, they eat until they are, like, almost comatose. That's just what they do for, food. Why? I really couldn't tell you, but that's what they do. Alright, Chaz. And Catter. Catter's arm is really... Anyone that's, like, deep into the negatives or splinted should probably take a little bit of rest, like Cookie's leg. I don't feel like replacing limbs here, and it's possible that I'll need to at some point, but... Alright, Skith, you're worse for wear. When it becomes... Okay, let's check out this bakery and see if the slave trade guard, etc., wants to get us murdered. I'll see if anyone turns hostile. Nope. No one to recruit in here. That I can see. Alright, these are samurai heavies. They're slavers here. And they don't seem like they want to kill me, so... That's good. I don't... Oh, yeah, there's some slaves in cages. And one's a hiver, so that's perfect. Buying some slaves, so stay or fast. Wow, they have a lot of slaves in cages. Let's check out next door. So stay or fast, welcome to the crew. Just go ahead, litter your shackles, I don't care. I have no respect for this town anyway. In fact, I aim to see it burn. Oh, and then one of the starving vagrants got imprisoned. So I guess it is possible, even with the execute mod, to enslave. And they don't have anyone. Okay. What about working in the fields? It's easier to see who's working in the fields if I don't pause the game, because I can see them swinging. I am just looking at the fields to see if there's any hivers. And is this Stairfast? No. This is a slave that I could free at nighttime. So I will come back at nighttime and free said slave. Alright, Stairfast. Just gonna stand around and wait for people to heal. Man, that bone dog is a feast of his life. Just... one limb at a time. It's dark, and it's gross. Alright, I guess there's no disadvantage of just waiting around for them to be dismissed. In fact, I'm going to follow one of these guys. And then once he goes inside, I will, yeah, they have a bunch of hivers employed. Oh, employed is probably the wrong term. Enslaved here. Actually, day in the life of this slave, he really does not seem to be working. Oh, there he goes. I was about to say, he's not actually working. He's just looking like he's working. Good for him. Resist. Okay, so some of them got imprisoned in here. I don't know who to talk to recruit for this area, though. Oh, but what are you? You are recruitable. Oh, no, you're bodyguard. Okay, so he's a mercenary that hires himself out for protection. That's going to be a big nah for me, dude. Either join me or not. Alright, so if I want to recruit Puhat, for instance, who do I talk to? I truly do not know. I'm not getting chat bubbles on any of these guys. For, like, come talk to me. Except for the peace, and that's just for, hiring him out as a merc. Yeah, maybe it was this one, because this one seemed to have a giant list of slaves beyond what seemed available in this. Oh, actually, let's wait. That hiver is about to get in a cage. There we go. Stork. And I'm out of money, I realize. Oh, your name is Tengu? That's funny. Tengu is also the, yeah, there's no way that, that there should be a slave named Tengu. Tengu is the emperor of the United Cities. Alright, so this is just a nomad bone dog. This is still a bounty hunter bone dog. I wonder what happens when he's out of corpses, if he's gonna turn on me and try to eat me or not. I'm sort of morbidly curious. Alright, there's no one to trade here. I'm also... Yeah, there's only one Scorchlander there. I know I don't have the money for any more, but I could make some quick if I needed to by selling research books or iron plates or something. But no one else is talking to me. There was definitely more... Oh, that's a caravan. Actually, what is this? Yeah, it's a caravan. Here, how about you buy my small meds? And in fact... Anyone got... No, we don't really have anything to trade. No, again, I have no idea who to talk to in here. They're all just guards. Whatever happened to Puhat? Is Puhat still in here? Yeah, Puhat's still in here. Doesn't seem to be... Oh, outlaw. Well, are all the slaves outlaws? Maybe they are. They don't seem to be fed at all, though, I gotta say. Let's check. Yeah, they're all outlaws. Okay, well that might be all that I can afford anyway, so... That's a lot of cactus. I suppose when you have free labor, why not scale big, but I disapprove. Alright, Silvershade's fully healed. Who is... I think we're maybe ready to get moving. I don't have too many serious injuries. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's break down these beds. Break camp. I've been sitting here long enough. I suppose that's the penalty for getting a weapon and then not even have enough camp beds. So getting the requisite camp beds is definitely going to be on my to-do list. Alright, the slowest here is probably the newest slave I've recruited. I'm just going to make sure I have everyone. So one way to do is just drag a box, make sure everyone's highlighted, and they are. So Stork is definitely the slowest here. He was the hungriest. Now, there's one more stop I need to make. which is eye socket, the market just south of me, for another fan favorite recruit here. And I won't deny you. Alright, so we got outlaw farmers right around here. We'll steer around it. And as you can see, Stork should be speeding up soon with the hunger being fulfilled. Thorn still has plenty of food on him. I'm sort of curious. I'm going to pause for just a moment. I'm curious about the state of my food cubes. Yep, absolutely we are making food cubes. Unmistakable. The Angel is getting that done. I think at this... I don't know what she's waiting on. She might be waiting on cactus. Or green fruit. Yep, she's waiting on green fruit. Alright. Well, that's fine. Back to the swarm. Now Stork becomes less malnourished. Wow, they were really starving out their slaves. Styre and Stork are... they've seen healthier days. We will... oh, this is a nest of some sort. I want to be going south. They will eventually speed up a bit as their nutrition improves. And also their... athletics. So the curious thing here is of all the people I recently recruited, do any of them have special talents? The answer is seemingly no. None of them came with like hidden talents. Sometimes when you recruit people, they have hidden talents. Sometimes they don't. Okay, these bone dogs are not looking for a fight. That's good. Just keep on marching. Got a skimmer that will avoid a bit. Not that we couldn't take it on. I just don't want to slow down the movement I have going on with injuries. Given the numbers that I have, it's pretty, in my opinion, important to get home and then start training these guys as craftsmen, or at least the ones that wanted to be craftsmen. So some of my patrons said, yes, I want to be a craftsman. So, for instance, in the case of Resnick, Resnick said he wanted to be a soldier, but also he wanted to be, I believe it was an armorsmith? Yes, he wanted to be an armorsmith. So I do realize that, yeah, soldiers actually do have a penalty due to armorsmithing, whereas the laborers don't. But that's how the patron wanted it, and I'm totally okay with that. In fact, I've mentioned numerous times that basically this queen believes that people should do what they want, not what they're made for or born for, which is why Beep gets to be a soldier and why Resnick gets to be an armorsmith. That is the exact reason why she started her own hive. So there is a slave traders here. I don't yet have the money to buy anyone, so let me sell off some of the excess I've got. Let's do business. All right. Sadly, the first thing to go will be the iron plates. They're a little bit more. They're a trade good, so they're more replaceable than the books. Actually, the books are pretty good too. And then let's take a look. We've got Ray here, who is shackled and imprisoned, and sitting next to the barfly. And he's saying useless slave because he doesn't speak. And I'm going to say can't talk. And he says past owner cut out his tongue. He can be a feisty one. And I'm going to suggest, how about I pay for his freedom? Freedom? Only wants 1,000. Yeah, alright. I will buy Ray. Alright, so that was the, that was indeed the pawn that everyone wanted me to recruit. And now I have Ray. He's mute, and as such, you can't rename him, not in vanilla. Anyone that doesn't talk can't talk to the plastic surgeon. So as you can see here, if I go try to talk to the barman, it just says Ray can't talk to people. That's also true of Agnew, who is a skeleton. Agnew is a skeleton that is not mute, but doesn't use words. She was not built this millennia and doesn't really know the common tongue, and as such, doesn't really have people skills or robot skills or whatever you call skills that robots should have. All right, I'm just gonna check because I have a little bit of extra cash. If there's any other, oh, yep, there are some hivers. I see you. I will free you. Batai. Named after Shobatai, perhaps? Well, Batai, welcome to a new life. So all these additional drones that I recently got that aren't... Oh, what is attacking me? Grass pirates. Let's just make the city deal with the grass pirates. Because I have no interest in getting chopped up. Defending a city that ain't mine, you know? It's not that I'm shying away from a fight. I just never, ever want to be fighting side by side with slavers. Even if it is sort of in my advantage. Now, one thing I could do is make sure that these grass pirates get an honest death and don't get repurposed into the slave trade. I.e., finishing them off. And maybe stealing their dust coats. A small price to pay for, you know, not being a slave, right? Oops, I hit B, didn't I? Now, I'm not sure grass pirates realize what piracy means, but alright, so be it. Another thing, let's take the martial arts bindings. I'm sort of curious about that as well. Talon. Can you wear it? No, you can't wear it. Well, I can sell it then. I was hoping Talon could wear it because he wants to be a martial artist. But, hivers don't wear shirts like that. They only wear hiver shirts. Alright, so I was waltzing around. Something else is about to go down. What is this, a bone dog that want to bite me? Alright, Frenchie is just... We'll tool up this bone dog. Free meat. And Frenchie's gonna go sell the stuff he's looted. I'm not gonna keep the dust coats. Actually, the dust coats would be good on, no, sleeveless, not sleeveless dust coats. I'm just gonna sell them. I want the money anyway. Alright, have they enslaved the other ones? Probably. I don't really see them anywhere. Oh, who'd they knock out here? Oh, another grass pirate. Standard grade. No, I don't know. It might be worth wearing. Especially for people that are going to be... people that are... Okay, hold on. Let me just get rid of the execute. The people that are going to be eventually crossbowing or whatever. Dust coats are pretty decent. Also make them look... you know, they stand apart. So I'll keep the good ones. Do these sell? Oh yeah, I guess these sell for a little bit. These grass pirates have, like, not awful armor. Surprisingly enough. But their blood is going to become fertilizer now. There was one more pirate that was waltzing into town. Oh, just got knocked out. Sorry, guys. No money for you. They're probably so mad. I like how they just don't acknowledge that I'm doing that. That works for me. Show me what you got. Alright. I do realize that some of these guys that I recently recruited don't have weapons, but because I'm already sort of violating the 10-person squad rule. Now, that was 10 people of soldiers, or people that have determined to be soldiers. And obviously, not all these guys are soldiers. And it's not so much an attack squad. An attack squad, to me, is... Oh, what is that? Like a giant... Oh, that's the execute button that I threw out. That is really funny. It, like, is a physical object that exists. Yeah, so I digress. To me, what that means is a squad that's like fully geared and armored and going to go murder something. That's, in my mind, what an attack squad is. Oh, Stork definitely took a hit to the lower limbs. So don't worry, Stork. I got you. Leave no man or no hiver behind. Stay or fast is... additionally, a little slow. Do we have someone strong enough to lift him? Hella. Could you lift him without too much of a speed penalty? Oh, no, you can't. Maybe Silver Shade? And this is the problem pick and fight with random wolves, is it can really slow you down. So Ron is not even encumbered by this guy. What on earth? Alright, so the slowest is going to be Batai. And we're going to start to aim home, but we're going to make our way through some trading areas as well. Possibly recruit areas. I'm not going to head into the swamp, though. Actually, I should probably start going north. Maybe I'll swing by this way station, then go north. He's doing his best trying to keep up. How encumbered is he? He's not very encumbered. One thing I could do with Ray is... I don't really have another weapon that isn't ridiculously heavy. Ray, you get Silver Shade's bludgeoned. That seems fair. Alright, Ray is now the slowest. He's a soldier, so he builds up athletics slower than Batai, who's a drone. So Ray will lead the way. The mute leading the footless. Kind of like the deaf leading the blind or the blind leading the blind. But no, the mute leading the footless. Oh, he's speeding up too. Ray stats. Let's see about that. He's got low stats, but better than most of the starting people. And we were going to pop into this way station. Just to see if there's a hiver for sale. Or for hire. For recruit, whatever. Hello, let's go check. Oh, this is the materials building. I could, of course, cannot learn that yet. I could, of course, buy iron plates now that I'm not poor again, but I think I'm going to keep the money for now. Okay, so there's Pato, but he's a prince. And therefore... And yet another prince. Two prince... Oh, no, that's a UC pacifier. This is probably a merc or guard. Yep. And there's a lot of diversity in this bar, in this way station. I gotta say, there's a little bit of everyone here. Yet another prince, but also not for hire. Nope. There's no one for me. Alright, that's fine. Ray leads the way. Alright, we're gonna follow this road home. And try to avoid as many of the UC patrol, or the Holy Nation patrols as we can. Again, a noble nomad animal trader, but that's 2 BD. I will get there soon. Who are you? Bunch of outlaw? Not looking for a fight. I should probably, given that my numbers swell well past 10, avoid fights on my way home. only take the ones I need to. I do like this sort of like fat flying V formation they got going on. It's kind of nice. All right, let's check in on home. Making sure all's well. Farms are watered. Yes, yes. Oh, it's even ready to harvest. Yes, 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 yes. And Ferris, have you been actually cooking up fish? Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, you have a lot of raw fish. Let's cook it and then bring it to the cooked fish storage. Haul to cooked fish storage, fry fish, and then get bait. So really soon, with the new drones that don't get named after patrons, I can have them be full-time fishermen, full-time whatever, you know. I feel bad about relegating patrons to such duties, but unless they, you know, request them. Alright, stay or fast is going to get put down now. And we're going to follow him. He's going to be the slowest, but he needs to build up his athletics skill. Stork's legs still not going to allow for speedy movement. Actually, let's see about that. Frenchie. Put him down, and maybe we'll splint his leg up. Oh yeah, Stork can run. In fact, Ray is still the slowest. Cool. So they all healed up enough or got splinted up enough that now they're all on their feet. Well, Stork's a little falling behind, but uh-oh. I was staring at the very sweet formation I had going and not staring at where I was going and walked right into a bunch of submerged skimmers. As did these cloud ninjas. Well, lucky for me, I don't care about cloud ninjas. Alright, we'll reform our formation here. And now I'll actually look where I'm going. I think skimmers are supposed to sort of replicate like antlions or something that have little burrows, and then when you tamper with the burrow, it pisses them off and they unburrow and they try to eat you. And there's a skimmer there, and there were the burrows over there. These rocks look so cool. Until you realize, well, maybe they're petrified wood. I don't know what they are. They look cool. That's all I can say. Who are they warring with? Outlaw farmers? I wonder what, like, the average life expectancy of, like, a hungry bandit or outlaw farmer is. Gotta imagine it's, like, dreadfully low. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, we weren't set on passive, and one of these skimmers just picked a big old fight with us. Luckily, we are not pushovers, so Thorns, actually, no, it's Red Rain. Let's give Ron the Ron stick. Yeah, let's take this fight. It's gonna slow my caravan down, but so be it. No one on passive. Everyone in attack all. Talon will do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to need to do a little bit of recovery here, clearly, because I already have some people that are unconscious. But, yeah, I don't know. It felt right to fight this group. I've been avoiding the skimmers for so long. I finally feel like I should be able to fight back, especially given my numbers. So, here we are. Mano a mano. Whoa! Talk about playing with your food. Throwing it halfway across the map. Alright, I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are Oh, what is this? A patrol that wants to kill us or something? No, it's a bunch of mercs. So this will keep us better fed. We were running low on fish already. So we have a pretty large contingency of people that were moving around here. And I think I just have one more. I should have just been looting with thorns, but... Okay, let's just loot with thorns. Much easier. Alright, so Batai and Red Rain are unconscious. Red Rain and Batai won't be unconscious for very long. And then the other thing is... Oh, yep. We have some dinged up legs. Are you going to think I'm a slave? I dare you. No, they're looking to actually sell their skills, I think, as mercenaries. So Ron, give your big bash stick back. I'm checking everyone's move speed. So Ray is going to definitely be the slowest. But no one's really, truly all that slow, which is great. So, onward. We're going to do the northeastern pass to World's End. But, I'm just about out of time, guys. So, I want to give a big old thank you to everyone that is supporting the series, especially this episode, Brett Potter, for the mod that you made. It will be really cool to have hivers have hive-looking appendages as parts of prosthetics and robotics. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you are a patron of mine and want one of these drones named after you, just let me know. If not, these guys are going to be put to farming and, honest work, but not slave work. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all later. Adios.